Hey everybody, this is Larry. This is me going over Q4 of the recent bi-weekly contest 37. Numbers of set of whoops, wrong one. This is me going over Q4 fancy sequence. So I have a separate video on this problem on prefix sum and how to solve it with prefix sum. I'm going to skip the prefix sum portion, but the tricky part is just I'm going to go over prefix sum a little bit, but not too much in detail. If you want to know it in more detail, I'll put a link below in that video. But basically the idea is that for every value that we append, we keep track of how to reverse the prefix of this array. So basically, right, like we call that, a cursor array prefix sum. We have a lot of, this is the entire array of some form. We keep track from here when we insert, and this is the answer that we want, right? These are the operations that we want. These are the entire prefix operations, and we need to cancel these out, right? So basically, these are the entire prefix operations. Is at the very end, we keep track of multiplying and the constants. We have some add constants and we have some multiply constants, and then at the end we keep track of these to kind of let the value add that, and it'll give us the answer, right? But we have to kind of figure out how to cancel these out, and that's what this value is for. This is what this inverse function is for. This inverse function allows us to basically cancel the rest of it out, because if we say this is g sub, going forward, this is g, let's say this is g sub I don't know, g sub n, right? And so now going forward, we have some g sub x, right? It's equal to some mx plus c, and here we have some g sub previous, right? So that's basically what this does, is just that it takes this thing divided by m, and g sub x of g sub x is equal to x, right? So those are the kind of the recurrence or the formulas that we have, and that's how we kind of keep this true, because this takes account all the multipliers from the previous and all the constants that are from previous, and then cancels them out. So that's basically the idea. I go into it a little bit more detail with the prefix sum video. The only other thing that I would mention is that this does, instead of dividing by m, we use something called the modular inverse, because the number gets really big and we want to carry it with mod. So I would recommend reading up on modular inverse, and once you do that, this should become straightforward. I also talk about this part a little bit more in my video, and that's all I have for this problem. You can watch me solve it live during the contest. I would recommend fast forwarding it, because I spent a lot of time just thinking about different problems, because I didn't think that modular inverse would be within the scope of a Leetcode problem, because if I did, then I would have gotten this, I think. But I thought that maybe there's some other fundamental ways of doing it, and apparently there's a segment tree solution, but I don't know if that's quite how I would phrase it. But that's all I have for this. You can watch me again. You can watch me solve it live, but like I said, I just struggle a lot, so I would recommend fast forwarding it toward the end. Toward the end, I do a little bit of code review of other performers, and then solve it right afterwards. After I was just like, okay, as soon as I knew that you could do modular inverse, I solved it. I just didn't think that you could do it, or didn't think that Leetcode problems were on that level. I would say it would not, like if you were on an interview, you probably don't need modular inverse, which is why it feels a little bit weird, and that's why I didn't really think. Oh, I thought about it, but I dismissed it for that reason. Turns out I was wrong. So anyway, check it out. let's do this one. Remember the mod. Remember the mod. Okay. Appends value to the end of the sequence. And or equal to multiply all numbers by m. And what is index? Oh, get index, okay. Let's see. Multiply. Just 2 binary index trees. Is that right? Oh, the order matters, doesn't it? So you can't separate them out. Can we still use a framework A3 like thing? Yeah, let's try. I think the idea is okay. Does that make sense? The order how we do the trees matter. give it a try. I don't know. A little bit rusty on the index trees. Excuse me. Oh. Of course, that doesn't make sense. I just want to see if it gives me any compiler error or anything. Okay, looks okay. I think I need the opposite. I mean, I have the right idea, I think, but maybe I think I'm doing it wrong. Also, that would be too slow to. This is n square. If I do it live, okay. How do I do it then? Because even if you do a binary search on all these, if you have to multiply them, it's still too slow. Okay. It's 10 to the 7. Is that 10 million? That's probably too slow, right? I think value being 100 actually is something to notice. Maybe that's not true. No, because you still have that n squared even. Huh. 11 people got it 40 minutes in. This is a pretty tough problem. Take a quick look at this leaderboards. Wow, maybe it's a China friendly problem. I don't know. Yeah, the 10-minute penalty hurts because otherwise I would be pretty okay. This one is gonna. This one's hard. Is that data structure? I don't know. Got it pretty quickly. This isn't even right. Okay, how do we remember to return -1? I know how to do that binary search. Then it's still parsing it. People did get wrong answers, but people also got away quickly. Does the multiply anything help? Maybe not. Have to do something with a pen, maybe? No. What happens when you have a pen? Maybe I've been thinking about it too lightly. I really have no idea, and I'm not too sleepy for this. Yeah. My prefix, suffix, I don't know, that's not right. Plus 3, 20 plus 6, 18. That's 8. I think maybe I'm right actually, but is this even right? Oh, not to. Is it plus 1? That's not right. Right? So I would expect this to be 10. Oh, I'm going this the wrong direction. Or at least this is always going to be I did this the reversed way. I'm getting some answers. It's not the right answer though. That number is what we want. This number is it what we want? Yeah, okay. Why did I get 20? So I don't know how to handle this part. So it's adding. Six, 2. Where's that 7 coming from? Oh, oops. Off by a little bit. Come on, this isn't. I'm doing like 10 loops. Give me the answer. Oh. Does this become -1 or something? Index. Yeah, I guess it becomes -1. How am I off by 1 though? Am I off by 1? This part, I don't do this part. That's why. No, that's not true. before I just had it off by 1, so maybe this is right. Nope. Because this is the product of order or something like that. I don't know how to reconstruct it. That's the problem. Okay, actually. Do I want the suffix product? I got the first part. I think the first part is right. Maybe. I don't know if that's true actually. Maybe I'm just a little bit lucky. Because it seems like this is always going to be right anyway. Maybe I'm just off by 1. I guess this is always true, but two is here. doing this part quite right. Maybe I just need a regular tree, to be honest. I don't know, so just good amount of people do though. That's the impact of 0. I want this to be a 2. Right? Is that right if this is a 2? I don't think so actually. So I do prefix. This is just wrong. The prefix tree. I need another tree-like thing. Maybe. Maybe not. Anything with cues that we can do? Anything do? Pop it off everybody? That doesn't make sense. The prefix thing didn't make sense because I'm summing it instead of storing the value. Well, the add made sense, but I think multiplying doesn't make sense as much. What does the prefix tree do? So every number. maybe okay. In that we can just get two adjacent values or something, but I don't know. Well, that means that this is, I know, that's just because I did that thing just to see what would happen. Because the path to 2 goes through 1. So I need to mod this, I think, but I think this part's okay. I just need to figure out how to do the multiplier in a good way. That'd be fun if that's all I needed. But I don't know. Now I'm just trying random stuff. I have 15 minutes left. I still don't think I'm gonna get it. I just don't understand how to do the suffix multiplicate. I mean, it's not even multiplication, to be honest. It's more than that, but also if this is segment tree, I would be unhappy. What? So, yeah, maybe I just don't know how to do this. It's just one of those days. People have gotten it. I have no more hints. The 10 minutes here is not great. Usually I make it up in solving the hard, but today I just don't know how to do this hard. Seems like everyone is from China. So maybe this is a well-known algorithm in China, or am I just, I don't know. Oh, David though, good job. Do something like keeping track of it as you add something, but now let's just have to do the math in reverse. I mean, yeah, I have no idea. People are starting to get it, but I still don't have an idea. I'm stuck on this binary index tree answer, but maybe there's something dumber about just like subtracting and whatnot, but I mean, you could get the suffix from the prefix, but but it's too late for me. Oh well, maybe top 200 is okay. I don't know. I just have no idea how to do this. Like, I don't have any clue. But no, learning lesson, I suppose. Do we rely on like? The prefix is too much. 18 or something. I mean, I would say there are definitely problems where you know you're close and you have the right idea and you just do it. I have no idea at all. So, I really don't know how to solve this. I mean, it's clearly a hard-ish one, except for a lot of people got it. But I mean, I maybe it's a well-known problem in China, but also maybe just that you know, it's a bi-weekly contest, so it sucks that everyone that this is worth 7 points, so like everyone ahead of me, yeah, got a higher rating, so there's nothing I can do about it. Well, other than solving this problem. I really have no idea though, to be honest. Anyone could solve these problems automatically ahead of me. Yeah, I mean, I got nothing. So what I am going to do is stay until past the time and then do code reviews. Yeah, and then we'll kind of go over it a little bit. Yeah, I'm really curious. And yeah, if you're watching this video later, definitely look, um, definitely feel free to fast forward. I am still taping it lives and all that stuff, so yeah. But I just really don't have any idea. I mean, other than some like binary compressing operations and stuff like that. I mean, I tried a couple of those things. Um, mm, I mean, one thing to note is that you can always compress. Maybe not. Maybe you have to do a pen. So, but if you have like adjacent add-ors and multiple ors, multipliers, that's pretty straightforward. But that is not going to get you the time needed. They'll just alternate it, right? Is there anything based on this? I think this is just. Why is these values so small? Is there anything based on that value is less than 100 or equal to 100? I thought there might be with some brute force 10 to the 7 answer, but I couldn't figure one. And right now there's only 2 minutes left, so maybe it's too late. But yeah, I don't think that's. I couldn't think of it, but if that's the case, that would be kind of clever. Because it's still some suffix e thing. That's the thing that I have trouble getting. Yeah, I don't know. Alright. Well, alright, let's do some code review, some learning opportunity. 166 is not bad considering I didn't finish a problem, and a lot of people did. Yeah, let's do a quick postmortem first. The first one I did okay. I thought I could have been faster. Which one is this one? I remember that. Oh yeah. No, I thought this was okay. I don't know why it took this long. Q2 I couldn't prove this. I mean, I kind of had some vague idea that was right, so I did something more brute force. But and then I just gave away 5 extra minutes because I didn't look at the results and I didn't optimize this one. This one, I did the DP and then I kind of looked at the pattern and figured it out. It reminded me, but maybe I should have done that earlier. But I had the wrong DP for a little while, so that was the reason. And then now Q4, let's see if I can figure how to learn together. Yeah. Hmm. This, That's what oh, are you kidding me? I thought that this would be it, but I didn't think that that would be needed. So I guess that's just me. That was what I was saying about prefix and suffix. Basically, this is just dividing it mod. Okay, well, not happy about that actually, but is that really the only way to do it? I guess so. I mean, I just didn't think that inverse module would be in scope. That's why didn't I try it? Guess I should have tried it. I mean, that's a silly problem, and it's not really an interview problem. I think that's what. Maybe I forced myself a little bit too much in thinking about it, but. And that's on me. I don't know why this is done this way, but. Okay, let's try. Let's upsolve it now that I know the answer. But I really had. Really annoyed a little bit, to be honest, because I just didn't think it was in scope, so I really thought basically the idea, and I'll go over it, but the idea is just doing this and then taking the suffix by multiplying it or something like that. Maybe I'm a little bit wrong on this one bit. Give or take. I had this okay, so I mean, I don't know how I feel about it. But I mean, I don't know. I don't feel great about it, I guess is my answer. Excuse me. But basically you do this and then you calculate the inverse of this. Yeah, and then okay, so how do I do the inverse? Basically, yeah, if is south up because I mean I probably need a couple of seconds. I just didn't think this was feasible, to be honest. But basically it's the idea of the opposite of just the prefix sum. It's basically, if it's in a way you take the prefix and then you subtract it out, right? So that's kind of the idea. But you know, easier said than done, I guess. But I mean, if I had the entire time, I could get it. It's just I have to make sure. Actually, oh yeah, okay. Now I see what I want to do. So basically, instead of doing this, I want to get the inverse multiplier. Inverse, I can't spell today. is equal to, and there's some ways to do this, but it's just equal to self.multiplier. It's equal to mod power of this, and then self.mod -2. This is little format, but we could have done it the other way as well. Is it amp power or mod power? I think you do the constants first. Nope. That's not that constant negative, right? Something like that. And then we mod it. Let's see if that works. Nope. Not that power. Okay, let me just Google mod power Python. Is it just a regular power or a different function? Oh yeah, okay, fine, it's power. But I also just left out the mod. Okay, so it's wrong. I did this math wrong, I did it the other way. This part is okay. Testing. Okay. Oh, whoops. I knew this. Why didn't I do it? To be honest, I really thought that this would be too much. Like, I was thinking about it the entire time, but I thought that this would be too. I really thought that this would be too much. Too hard of a problem to solve for Leetcode. Maybe I really shouldn't think of that way, but I'll explain this problem in a in a little bit in the explanation video. But I'm a little bit annoyed because I know how to solve this. Maybe it would have taken me a little bit longer, but I just didn't pursue this track because I really thought this would be a little bit out of scope. This is format's Zedo theorem, maybe, I forget, but you could also do this with GCD, right? So this is not that hard, but it is definitely, I would not expect you need to know the modular inverse for how to solve this one. So that's why I never that's why I didn't think that this would be necessary, or that's why I didn't solve this. I just thought there would be something more fundamental, that's all. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join me on Discord. Let me know what you think about this contest. I did okay, but really should have gotten that Q4. I will see y'all later. Bye bye.